Hello everyone, welcome back to the Kerbal Space Program. Yes, it's been a while, I've been on holiday. In Wales, camping, weirdly enough. Video really, that was video 100. I did a cinematic. That is sort of almost done now. And I'll be posting little sort of teaser testy clip things on. Wait, oh, that sounded horrible. What the arse is a testy clip? No, clips of tests and things. But for now, I'm going to continue my experiments, because I haven't really done much with these, of the 0.16 parts. But for now, what I'm going to try and do is get back to the moon. Now, you've already been to the moon, I hear you cry. Several times, perhaps. Well, I know I've been to the moon several times, so you might have only seen me go to the moon once or twice. But this is going to the moon with the 0.16 parts. Now, the problem is, I already know that I can land on the moon with the big tanks, with the 3 crew member module, capsule thing. But the problem is it can't go back to Kerbin again. I don't think. There are a few things I haven't tried with it, but I already know that I don't think it can go back to Kerbin as it is. It just does not have enough fuel after it's landed because it's just too big and heavy. And I have actually tried before, so I am a bit better with the parts. But I'm going to stick with the smaller ones for now, just for the upper stage. For the rest of the stage I can use the bigger parts because they look cool. Oh yeah, on the cinematic-y thing, I used mods for that, lots of modded parts. That was so I could get a really good looking rocket. Whereas at the moment I'm not going to use any modded parts until I finish my experiments with 0.16, just to show people who perhaps don't know how to use 0.16, etc. So for now I'm going to just use these parts. And then I'll add modded ones, including the mapsat part. I've got to add the mapsat part for mapping for satellites that can map planets and things, because then I can find the exact locations of artifacts and stuff, so it can land, so it can find monoliths and the fabled lunar arch thing, and various stuff as well. Oh, a quick side note about the big ships. Yeah, I said that they can't land as they are on other planets, the bigger ones, or very well on the moon anyway. They can't get back to Kerbin, but I believe you can get back from Minmus, because it takes a lot less fuel to do stuff around Minmus. In fact, you have about 3/4 of a tank, I think, even after you've got back to Kerbin. You've got that much fuel at your disposal, so that's absolutely fine. I will be doing that later on, but for now, let's do the hardest thing first. Now, as I've been talking, I don't know what I've been doing. Oh yeah, a lot of the parts have been nerfed as well, so various ship designs don't work anymore. Like this used to have a max thrust of 50, I believe. Now it's only got a max thrust of 20. And if you can see, I'm pointing on the screen, but you can't actually see that. I'm numpty. But it says things like specific impulses. That's to do with efficiency in the atmosphere and in space, because I think in space you don't have the problem of drag, etc. So engines are much more efficient in space. And also with these, yeah, a max thrust of 1200. That is awesome. But then again, the ships are pretty big. Oh, and these, I'm so glad they added these. Everyone, including me, wanted bigger fuel boosters than these, solid fuel boosters than these. I was wondering whether they'd have a feature where you could actually stack them, a bit like with liquid fuel tanks, but they haven't done that. But at least you've got a nice big one with a larger thrust. I think 400 is, yeah, it's almost double the power. Anyway, what was I doing with this? Yes, this will be the upper stage, so a good thing I'll need to add is lander legs. They've made this a lot stronger, I believe. I might have said that last episode. If I'm repeating myself, just ignore me. Though Should I use the bigger legs for this just because they look cooler? Actually, that wouldn't be a very good idea. Yeah, it wouldn't be a good idea to use the bigger legs because they're not necessary. Okay. I think that should reach down to the ground. I can still jump on it if necessary. I think the jetpacks do work on the moon as jetpacks. Because I know on Kerbal you can't support your own weight, which is why if you fall out of a capsule, you're dead. There's no way you're going to survive that fall. But on the moon and stuff, Scott Manley posted some YouTube videos of actually going into orbit around the moon using the EVA jetpacky thing, and actually getting picked up and rendezvousing with other craft and things to rescue Kerbals, which is quite cool. Oop. There we go. That should be enough ladders. Or actually, should I just use another one of these? Does that... I could, you know. Or down here. Yeah, actually, I'll do that. I just delete all of... Actually, can I just press delete? Yeah. And... one of these on here. One of these on here. And move this completely off and put one of these on here instead. It's uglier, but it works. Yeah, it's uglier, but it does the job. Oh, RCS fuel thrusters. I almost forgot them. This will probably be another two-part episode. The lunar missions usually are. Okay, so standard for there. And for, oh, wait a minute. Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll have to slightly reposition them. Like that. Maybe move these up to compensate for the differences in balance. Okay, and now the rest of the ship. I don't think I'd be able to use those tanks actually because it just looks stupid. Okay, I'll stick with the standard size parts then. Yeah, I don't know whether this design is actually going to work. That's an important thing just to take into account. So this might be a trial and error episode, because obviously I have no idea what I'm doing. Because one of the things that I'm going to do, find the decouplers, structural and aerodynamic, yes. Ejection force. Oh yeah, that has a stronger ejection force, but it doesn't actually seem to strongly eject anything. Very strongly. Or something. Not sure where I was going with that one. Let's just put it on 4. Down to about there. And I'm going to see if I can use the solid boosters and alternate them. Because I reckon I'd only need 2 solid boosters per... Wait, they're not connected to the... Yeah, there we are. Per stage. Or 2 solid boosters operating at the same time. So when one alternating set run out, I can just eject them, start up the next set. I believe there's rockets already in existence that do that. Should I put some aerodynamic nose cones on, just for the hell of it? Yeah, why not? And struts. The staple of the Kerbal Space Program. Wow, actually boosters are the staple of the Kerbal Space Program, but struts have come at a close second. Yeah, I don't think that's going to get to the moon. I can try. Okay. Yeah. V2. And let's launch this. Oh wait, I'm rearranged the staging. Oh, night launch. And I've got worsted Kerman. Wait. Let's just end the flight for now. Let's just rearrange the staging and put those thingies, stability enhancers on. Oops. Oh, it wants to put 4 on. Okay, fine. You win. That's still really tough. I don't think it actually matters. When you put it on the launch pad, it compensates for that. Above a certain height, anyway. Oh, that's a bit low, actually. That, yep, that's fine. Now with these, I want that one. Oh yeah, because it'll be going sideways. I want the those two to fire second, so I can tip over without it trying to roll. So I want that one. That one. Nope. That one. Nope. That one. Yeah, it's that one. Okay, that should work, I think. Anyway. Okay, let's try this. Okay. Oh yeah, I've looked at the controls as well, so I know more controls. I should have put struts there, actually. Oh well. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, there we go. Wow, they have some thrust. Okay. Not many G, so it's keeping stable. And boom, drop there. Hey, this is going well. Still accelerating. I could have put 6 on actually, but then that would have been a bit weird with the whole 3 at a time thing. Don't know how that would have worked because they would be they wouldn't be aligned properly. I don't think. Actually, they should be. I'll have to try that next time. Oh no, the booster's going down. I've got one too many fuel tanks. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Yes, there we go. Okay, well I better start gravity turn now. It's stabilized. Gradually. That's the wrong way. Let's try that way. There we go. There. Maybe a bit higher just to compensate for the weird thrust I had last time. Okay, we're going really slowly. Really slowly, but we've still got a high apoapsis, which is still rising, so that's okay. I think that's corrected now. There we go. Oh, but we've only got 2 tanks of fuel left. I don't think we're going to be able to get into the moon and back. But we can try and get into orbit and just randomly do some EVA stuff. If we get that far. If we get that far. I think I need more fuel, just more boosters, more fuel, more everything. Oh gosh. We got 1 fuel tank, but we're accelerating really, really quickly. Okay. Perhaps this is almost... Okay, it's in space now. Let's just try and accelerate now. Okay. We're completely horizontal, that is almost spent. And really slow to accelerate because the engine is so not powerful anymore. Oh, look how slow it's going. Oh dear. This isn't going well. Wait, where's the ladder? Ah, okay, that's fine. Do pottering along. Wow, this is so slow. And can I time warp? No, it's still under acceleration. That's something that's a bit annoying. When you're in the atmosphere, you used to be able to time warp to 2 times, but now you can't time warp at all. Which is a bit annoying. But at least the maximum time warp you can do is faster now. How much fuel we got? We've got plenty. We're going to be past the apoapsis before we're going fast enough. Oh yeah, I'll need to do a polar flight at some point. Make a suborbital space plane and go to the poles, because if I've seen pictures of it, I've never actually been there, but I've seen pictures of it and it is actually pretty cool because they've got snowy sort of textures and mountains and all sorts. Don't know about the South Pole. It looks decidedly smoother, but there's a ridgy bit there. Actually, I ought to just make a couple of episodes where I go to each of them and speed run through the flight. We're nearly there. Oh yeah, it's going faster. So I'm actually going to throttle down. And further down. And even lower. Okay, so we're still increasing our speed, but actually, no, I shouldn't do that. Might be a waste of fuel, I don't know. Let's just get to the apoapsis. Okay, we're near it anyway. And rotate round, and throttle up. I think we've still got another 100 meters a second to go. There we go. And X. 107, 180, that's fine. Okay, we're in orbit. We've got plenty of fuel to deorbit with. And let's test out the EVA. Well, let's extend the ladders first, because of that looks really cool. And it's got a light. That's something that I found the Kerbals, yeah, they do actually have a light that you can use properly. So I mean about that one not looking great, but then again it looks like a cone against that one. Okay, let's EVA him. Oh, I think when you're when you're in the atmosphere, you've got to press F as soon as you press EVA, because they don't always grab the capsule straight off, which can be a bit of a problem when you're hurtling down, and then they fall out of the capsule and then they die, etc. Oh yeah, that's a bit of a problem. SAS always turns off when you're on EVA, which means it keeps spinning a lot. Oh, and I could just press space, to let go, and then R to turn my jet back on, and then control it with the WASD keys. You do have limited fuel, but you do have infinite refills as long as you go back into the capsule. And then L turns on my light. See there? It looks happy. It's weird, they always have a happy face, but when you look at them in the in their little picture down there, they always look a bit different. Sometimes they look scared out of their minds. Oh yeah, something I didn't notice in the last episode was shift to go up and control to go down, like that. So inspecting our ship. Whoa! Maintain control. Don't go. Okay. I was going to turn the light off. Yeah, it's pretty dark. Oh, hang on a minute. I think there's a sunrise coming. Oh, this could be quite spectacular. Turn the light back on. Actually, yeah, let's just make it look cinematic here. Yeah, man. Okay, just imagine the 2001: A Space Odyssey theme playing now. Dun dun. Bom, 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 bom. That does look pretty cool. And our ship is rotating away. Let's just fix that. Okay. Oh yeah, the forwards and backwards. It's you use the WASD keys to move, but that is relative to where the camera's facing. As you can see, if I press W here and then W here, it's different. And they have an automatic stabilizer, so I've got plenty of fuel left. You can get into orbit around the moon with the jetpack fuel, as long as you're fully topped up. Well, as long as you have a bit of a boost from an engine. Watch one of Scott Manley's videos and you'll see what I mean. Oh, wait, that's in perfect position. Okay. And F to grab. There we go. L to turn off our light because it's blazing. And over the RCS thruster. Oh, it does say F to board. And F to board. Okay, lander legs back in. The SAS module is randomly turned back on. Let's subtract all of those. Put the instruments back on. I love the animations for that. It just looks brilliant. Okay, and let's just face the other. We might be able to land on a. I don't know if it. I trailed off then. Let's try and land on a continent anyway. I deem this so far a successful test of the parts. And boost. With what tiny, tiny, tiny power you have. Okay, now normally if it's above 32 I will skip off the atmosphere. Actually I'll try and land here. So I'm just gonna. Normally I would put the periapsis at 32 because then you have the most relaxing re-entry. But I'm gonna have to put it a bit lower for this flight. So sorry, you might get a little bit toasty, but you'll be fine. Horsted. Oh yeah. Interesting fact. I tried off camera using the large crew module, but the problem is it doesn't have onboard SAS or RCS, and there's no parts big enough for it. So what I had to do was put the RCS, because you couldn't have like a little neck there, could you? And then a huge part here and a huge part there, because it will tear itself apart. So I tried putting them on the top here. I'm showing you on a big capsule. Actually, I'll go into re-entry while we're doing this. And slight lag. There we go. SAS off. Let's use some RCS fuel, why not? And to detach. Oh yeah, and the capsules actually have less mass with the parachute open than the normal bits of ship. But anyway, so I had to put the instruments on the top, which was the advanced SAS and the RCS fuel. But if you use the RCS fuel and then put the parachute on top, you will re-enter fine. But if you put the advanced SAS system on, it doesn't have too much weight. If you put the advanced SAS system on and the RCS system, the advanced SAS system doesn't attach itself to the RCS system properly. Oh no, wait, sorry, it's the other way around. The RCS system doesn't attach itself to the advanced SAS system very well. So as soon as the parachute opens, whoomp, it tears off and your capsule crashes, which is not very nice. Whoops, for the Kerbals. Let me just turn on the delicate movements. There we go. We're not in a thick enough atmosphere for it to guide itself in. See what I mean about you can't time warp faster? But yeah, so that was a bit of a pain. Oh, we're not going to land in the ocean still, are we? Darn it. Oh no, we should. Yeah, we should probably land about there or somewhere. But anyway, so I had to attach struts and stuff to it. If you attach struts to it, it's fine. But something else I discovered is that you can actually attach parachutes to the side of craft now. So on those large ships, you don't have to have a large parachute on the top. You can have 3 of these smaller ones and it will do exactly the same job, which is absolutely fine. Now this is taking ages. Oh yeah, where's his windows? Yeah, he's probably got a good view. I'm concerned about a virtual character's welfare. Why not? Although, judging by the Kerbal death count so far, you couldn't tell that, though I was concerned about them. Anyway, still coming in, very hot. We're gradually decreasing speed. Actually, on the program Orbiter, I've seen the re-entry of a space shuttle, and I was quite surprised to see that the space shuttle does actually come in at a 45-degree angle. But what surprised me is they do actually rotate the space shuttle during 180 degrees in either direction while it's re-entering to actually avoid certain continents. Like I said, rotating 180 degrees to the left to avoid Texas. That says something about its re-entry speed, because they do come in a lot hotter and a lot faster and they take a lot longer to slow down than these do in the Kerbal Space Program. Though obviously in the Kerbal Space Program it is not. Hey, there we go. In the Kerbal Space Program it's obviously not real, and it's a lot smaller. The scale is absolutely minuscule in comparison. Okay, let's turn off the SAS. It can guide itself in. I need to look up why that shape actually will stay steady as well as it's re-entering. It doesn't look like the sort of shape that would be so aerodynamic, really. You'd think it would flip over to the pointy side. Oh yeah, Curiosity landed as well. You probably already know this, but yeah, that landed without many hitches. I looked at the simulation of the landing, which was a bit weird that that's probably the smallest re-entry craft they've ever used. In terms of they sent it off with just like a little solar panel-y bit on the top, and it went all the way to Mars. Although I think previous Mars landers or something, they had a satellite to accompany them as well, and it's the satellite that went into orbit, and then it released the payload. Actually, many of them have. It's quite funny that they used a completely untested system. Well, they tested bits of it, but never the whole system together to send this completely new revolutionary rover design with loads of new equipment and everything, including thermoelectric radioisotope generator as well, which is basically it uses nuclear fission, to generate heat, which is sort of picked up by metal anodes and cathodes, I think, or something. But it uses it's like a metal thing. The way you heat it up, it generates electricity. So it just uses nuclear power to heat it up to generate more electricity. That was used by the Voyager craft, I think. Yeah, it was used by the Voyager 1 and 2 craft to power them because of they were designed to go so far away from the sun. I think solar power wasn't enough, but I think it's the first time they've ever used it on a Mars rover because of on a rover full stop. I think. I know they've used batteries before, but I don't think they've ever used one of those thermoelectric generators before. I don't know. I might be wrong. The Viking craft might have because they didn't have solar panels. Huh, I don't know. Anyway, we're coming in now. Yeah, these parachutes and capsules have been redesigned, so instead of coming in at about 13 meters a second, they come in at about 6 meters a second. I think the larger craft comes in at about 7 or 8 meters a second, which means because you can't time warp, excuse me, it does take a very, very, very long time to descend. But while I'm descending, I'll just very quickly say this has been a slight failure success thing. What is that? Oh yeah, it's the decouplers. They ought to disappear. But anyway, yeah, it's been a sort of a successful failure. But at least we've got things working, and the EVA is quite fun. And we'll try shooting for the moon next time. Actually, no, let's shoot for Minmus first. No, let's go to the moon first. It works better. Yeah, okay, we've landed. In the flight. Yeah, it's been a gentle flight. Okay, so next time we'll have another go. Experiment with better rocket designs, bigger rocket designs as well. I don't think I had nearly enough fuel on that rocket, so I'll probably need a tricoupler and stuff. So yeah, I'll see you next time with a lot more testing because of the whole system has been completely changed. Oh, and that thing that was rolling along the landscape last time I saw the splash screen, that's a helmet, which is a bit disturbing really, because I just wish you could pan the camera around a bit to see what exactly happened there. Because this guy looks pretty content, but slightly... Look, he's laughing manically. Oh no, he's a murderer. He killed them. He's trying to sabotage the mission for everyone else so he gets the glory. Yeah, see, he's agreeing with me. Anyway, I'm sure that isn't true, but I'll keep an eye on that guy. He might still be on the moon. Actually, that's a good incentive to land there. Let's land there to try and find him. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Don't know what I was rambling on about there. Goodbye.